Hi, Vanni. Yes, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
So, after getting a chance to watch back the match against Sporting Kansas City, what are some of the things that you liked? What are some of the things that you didn't like about the match?
Well, I liked very much the way that we pressed. I think it was very good. I think we didn't concede any easy build up for the other team. We, I like the way that we build up. Very, I would say, practical, applying our principle, applying our pattern plays, and with I think we did these two things very well, and that reflected in all the stats, in all the I would say numbers that even we had after the game, and also the sensation that we I would say we basically dominated the game. I We have to be better in the final third. I think we had like I don't know, at least 7, 8 crossing opportunities, some couple of entry pass in the box that could have been better. We need to be better in the final third, and to be better, I think, both in the sense of quality of the service and believing more in occupying the box. Most of the time, the ball was on a side. We had only one guy in the box, so we should have at least the second guy that is one either the 10 or the second 9, and the opposite wingback joining in, because that's the only way to give the strikers the possibility to find space and score goals.
And obviously, speaking of your strikers, Brian White was back after injury and looked amazing with Ryan Gaul. They were a big part of the push that the Vancouver Whitecaps had to the playoffs last year. Um, Lucas Cavallini has also looked really good this year. How do you integrate all three into your lineup and get the best out of all of them?
Well, we have I would say 6 offensive players that are that we can integrate, because we don't have to forget Daber is doing very well. You guys, like everyone, uh, fell in love with Pedro and his technical ability. So we still have Toss that is going to be very useful, like he was last week, coming for the last in the last minutes of the game. So it's good to have option. It's good to have option, and in in the season you will see different combination up top, different combination of players. At the moment, you should expect 3 of them starting. I hope. I hope, because that was the entire idea of the beginning, and try to play with only one defensive midfielder instead of two. I hope that in the future, not now, but in the future, we're gonna be so solid that maybe we can even play with 4 of them starting. So that would be ideal. But at the moment, 3 of them will start every time, and I hope to make the right choices every week.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Manny.
No problem.
Thank you. Joshua Ray, please.
Hi, Vanny. How do you look to build on the win against Sporting Kansas City and try to have a equal or better performance against Portland this Saturday?
Well, we have to build on with a win with another win. So there's no extra motivation to give the player. We're gonna play against in front of our fans. We play against one of our rivals for the Cascadia Cup, so there's a little extra motivation there. And also, if we win, Portland is 2 points ahead of us. We're gonna put Portland behind us at least for a week. So uh, we need to approach the game in the same way that we approached the game against Kansas City, and be ready to do the same kind of performance. So, and that's the only way that it's gonna bring us. I would say that the energy and the atmosphere in order to make another 3 points.
And Portland has kind of struggled to start their season, but how important is it to not take them lightly?
Well, there's no that risk that we're gonna take them lightly, because they are the uh, MLS Cup final
Finalists.
finalist of last year. They're a team that they always make the playoff at the end of the season. Basically, they're a team with good players: Blanco, Nisgoda, Romero, Asprilla, Chara brothers. So there's not a risk of taking them lightly, and but there's never this risk in MLS. Any game, it's kind of a very hard game. So no, we'll give 100% for sure.
Great. Nathan?
Hey, Vanni, how's it going?
Good, Nathan. How are you?
Not too bad. Just Blackman went off with the concussion protocol change last game. I think Hard just posted online that he's still underneath that protocol. How's he doing?
He's doing well. He's doing well. You know, when concussion happens, we need to be overly cautious because the health of the player, of course, comes first, and there's a very, I would say, strict process that we need to go through step by step. And today he was the step for him to train without contact, so he could have been doing some exercise with no position. Hopefully he will pass the test tomorrow to start training with contact, and I envision him to be available for the game on Saturday. We'll have to see if we're gonna start him or not. It depends on how we will respond in training in the next 2 days.
Sounds good. You're talking a little bit about Portland coming up. They've been a little bit leaky in the back for the first few matches of the season, letting in almost 2 goals a game. They're also missing one of their defenders coming up to red card suspension. Does that give you guys a few opportunities that you can exploit?
Well, it's they can say the same thing for us. We conceded 9 goals in 5 games. The thing that I like to highlight is that we didn't concede any goal in BC Place in the 2 games that BC plays. So I think it's not a matter of defense, midfield. The game is so let's make me choose the right word, holistic. That it's about how do we play as a team. So I think the most important thing will be not just concentrating on their defense or an attack, but concentrating on us, on how we press and how we build up. That are the 2 key of our game in order to be dangerous for the other team.
One last one. You were talking about both your clean sheets so far this season have been at BC Place. Your record at home has been pretty exemplary. 8 wins in 11 games going back to last season. What is it about playing at home? Is it just that extra mental push that it gives you?
It is everything. I would say the fans play, of course, a big role. They're always behind us. I think that we should highlight more that we are a very young team. We are a really young team, and we play every time at least with 6-7 guys that are under 22 years old, and having the possibility to have people that cheer for them even when the intensity go a little down, when we are a little bit in trouble. It helped them a lot, and the fans helped us a lot. The other thing is that we need to be honest. It's the fact that each stadium is different, but our is even more different because we play on our turf that is different than any other turf for the so we have to take this little extra advantage even there, and we've done it so far. So I hope that we keep doing it, because being that hard winning away in MLS, we need to build our I would say our run to the playoff, winning games at BC Place.
Great. Thank you very much, Vanni.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Sam, please.
Yeah, hi, Vanni. Thanks for doing this. Hope you're well. I just wanted to ask a little bit about 2 guys that have been in and out of the lineup so far this year. So the first of those, especially because of Blackman's concussion protocol, is Flo Youngworth. Hasn't necessarily been a consistent starter so far. Kind of back and forth with Jake. Is in a situation of Flo where you have to manage his fitness levels week to week, or has that just been based on competition and training that he's been in and out of the lineup?
No, it's a competition in training. We have played, I think, the 4 center backs: Tristan, Ranko, Jake, and Flo. Eric has been out, so there's a competition every week. What I try to evaluate is who's the best every week, and what are the characteristics of the opposition. Give you an example. In the last 2 games, I chose Tristan and Jake as a side center back, because we were playing against the 4-3-3 teams with very fast wingers, and I wanted to have my fastest player as a side center back. So, and Tristan and Jake are the fastest player and very good in the 1v1. In Houston, we played, or against New York, we played flow, because in Houston we thought that we had the ball more, so we wanted a defender that is more a ball playing center back like Flo instead of Jake. And so any week we try to make the right choices first on level of fitness, as you said before, and level of quality of training, but also according to the characteristic of the opponents. So, and we'll do the same this week too. I'm not gonna say you what we do, because I don't wanna give secrets to Portland. So that's the thing.
Of course not. I guess on the same sort of line of inquiry, people might have looked at the depth chart before the season at the fullback wingback position and gone, oh, Christian Gutierrez and Javain Brown sort of seem like the natural fits. Those two haven't started together yet. How do you get the most out of Goody, and does the wingback role you have in this formation suit his characteristics, or maybe not so much?
That's a very good question. That's actually a very good question, because it's a thing that we ask ourselves. I think that Guti in our team can play left center back and left wing back, because I think it's a natural left back in a back four. He has all the technical ability to be a left wing back. He lacks a little bit the push in the pressure that Javain, Marcus, Ryan Raposo, Christian can do, but he has the delivery in the cross that is probably the best. So it's always like a little bit to understand who's going to be the best there. So I think that I hate depth chart, to be honest. I have to be honest with you, because I don't like to put one guy up top and one guy behind. I'm happy that I have a lot of option at every position, and I love that I have players that can play in different positions. So, and as I told you a million times, you will rarely, if not never, ever see me playing the same lineup every game. So I think it's also a way to keep everyone on their toes, and to give everyone their chance to play in the game.
Great, thanks as always, Vanni.
No problem.
Fun note before Josh, Vanni's had 20 games and 20 different 11s. Joshua.
Mighty impressive. Vanni, I just wanted to get an injury update on Eric Doy for this week.
Yeah, Eric is working towards recovery, but is still not ready to be part of the team. He started doing something with us, so he worked yesterday and today part of the training with the team, but he still hasn't had a full training with the team, and the recovery plan is to integrate him training fully with the team next week. So for this week he will be still out.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, and best of luck this week, Brittany.
Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you, everyone. Vanni, that's all we have for you today. Take care.
Fantastico. See you soon, guys.